So interesting the way you talk about the sort of community of support that you get from other players.
Yes.
And so as a defensive lineman, that you get some advice from your offensive line players to sort of help you do better,
Yes.
even though you're competing against them, at least in practice.
We are, we all have to work together for common goal, The goal is to, be a winner. Everybody wants to be a winner. So you cannot work by yourself. We're a team. And so you have to work together to accomplish, that goal. We are all puzzle. I fit into her puzzle, she fit into my puzzle. So if you don't put the puzzles together, then we're going nowhere.
Yeah, and also a puzzle made of very diverse pieces.
Yes,
and that's
different
important.
color, different of every, shape, size, color, religion, background.
Yep. Felicia, why don't you tell me a little bit about, and tell the audience a little bit about what the Divas do off the field?
This is the most favorite part.
I knew that.
I love it. So right now, I'm the Director of Community Outreach for the Divas, and we have a mission of service to our community. We do what we do on the field, but my favorite part is what we do off the field, empowering young girls and women to obviously reach for their goals, but as well as raising awareness about women in tackle football. Just like many of you today may never have ever heard of the DC Divas, and that's not surprising because of where we are in this society. We understand that the NFL is the one that everyone hears of. Even those who are not in the NFL, now you have the other teams and things that are out there. So that's one thing that we do, is raise that awareness and show girls that, yes, you can play. You do not have to be a boy to play. And you can get physical, and you can get raw, and you can do all of these things. And that's one of our favorite things that we do. We also partner with organizations and other nonprofits to also help them spread awareness about their causes, but in doing so, that also gives the Divas more visibility in the community. And my mission, literally every single day, is to meet one person who does not know about the Divas and at least talk to them for 15, 20 minutes. That's all you gotta do, 15 to 20. And I tell everybody, if you come out to a game and you see us play, you will be hooked, guaranteed. I guarantee you will wanna come back. And I love the things that we do. We go into the schools and doing career days. And those are my favorite ones, because the girls and the boys are like, whoa, you play football? What? It's just their eyes get so big. They want to try on the helmet. They want to try on your pads. They have 1,000 questions like, does it hurt? Yes. That's one of the very first questions, like, does it hurt? So it's so exciting to see our impact on the kids. They really, really love it. And they will remember, we had an event with the Capital Area Food Bank in Virginia. We had it in last year, and we had it this summer. And I met a little boy, and he said, I put your picture up on my wall, and you came back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like that literally almost brought tears to my eyes, because he remembered me. Like, he literally remembered me and ran up to me and said, you were here last year. And that's the fans, the kids, they are the ones, because I recognize that the achievements of women in tackle football, I won't necessarily benefit. My time is slowly coming to an end. But the young ones, they are the ones, they are the future. They're the ones who are going to carry this torch forward. They're the ones who are going to just continue to break that glass ceiling. I mean, it's cracks in it, it's open, but they're going to storm right through. And that's the most exciting part, at least of my time with the Divas, is how we are impacting those young girls.
If a young girl or young boy sees an athlete that looks like them, then they say, oh, well, if they can do it, I can do it. It's that mentality of, if you can see it, then you can be it. And when we go out and do these events at different schools, or do an event like this one, we are showing people that you can be a tackle football player. And
an engineer.
Yeah, and an engineer. That's true. Yeah, I mean, like, this is kind of a side tangent, but all of the players on our team, we all have jobs outside of tackle football. So we have nurses, we have au pairs, we have lawyers, we have teachers, we have engineers, we have mothers, we have all of these outside jobs that we do, and we come to practice, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Outside of our jobs that make us a living. And, you know, the sacrifices that I think we have to make to be trailblazers for this sport so that the younger generation can grow up and do this as a living. You know, that's why we show up to schools like this and have panels and talks to everyone.
Good answer.
For me, I would say what I take away from the field and being a diva is that freedom to dream, freedom to go after your goal, freedom to fail and try again. So for me, I would say freedom, that you can actually go out there and you are free to do and think as you possibly can.
Yeah, so you can make a choice
You can make a choice.
and then
yes.
work to carry it out.
Exactly.
Yes, post-football career, actually football has enhanced and broadened what I want to do. Prior to football, I was diving into the political sphere and recognizing that there's such an inequity in women's sports, and there's an inequity in terms of women's tackle football. I thought about it and I said, oh, wow, there's a niche here. There is something here for me to learn more about and to broaden not only my base in terms of supporters, but also to my knowledge and understanding. And so post-football, and this has just been a goal of mine, is I'm definitely going to run for office. I've coined the title activist to candidate. That's my Instagram. And it's just really focusing on women's rights as well as the inequities that exist in women in sports, and using that as my basis to run.
Yeah, I mean, the greatest thing about sports is I think you can play sports at any age. I don't think I would hope to think that you don't have to stop in any capacity, whether you go into coaching later on in life, or whether you're encouraging, you know, your children to be involved in sports. I think sports is going to be in my life in some capacity. I'm not really sure what that looks like. Right now it's on the field. In the future, maybe it's coaching or on the sideline as a parent cheering on, you know, my kids. So, yeah, other than that, I'll probably also still be an engineer for most of my life.